evening, everyone, and welcome to Rolling with Rock. We are joined by a special guest today. It is Atticus. Atticus, hello. Welcome in, my friend.
Hello, good to be here. Thanks for having me, Rock.
Thank you so much for being here. We are going to be playing a awesome game tonight from Renegade Game Studios. We are playing the Power Rangers deck building game. This is what that looks like. Da-da-da-da. Sweet art there. And this is a competitive deck building game for 2 to 4 players. You can play 1v1, 2v1, or 2v2. There is not a cooperative mode for this game, at least as of this time. Hopefully down the road maybe we would get one. But we are hoping to play 2 games of this. For the first game, I am going to be the Ranger team, and Atticus is going to be the villains. I will be playing as Tommy Oliver, the White Ranger, and Atticus will be playing as Rita Repulsa. And then we're going to flip. And Atticus, if we get to 2 games, Atticus will be the Rangers and playing as the Green Ranger. And I will be playing as the villains and playing as Rito Revolto. So that's the plan, is to play 2 games of this with both the... each of us being the villains and the heroes, one side each. I think this is all... You're getting super glare on my dial there, but I can tell you guys how much that is. You probably can't read it even if it wasn't glary. The most important things are the Zord Bay and the cards that I play. And actually, the Zord Bay is probably not even super important at the moment. It's just when I start to play them. But really, the cards that are around the hero card, or the villain card in this case, for Atticus, and the cards that you end up actually playing to the table. The hope is that... I'm actually going to switch these for now because I think that looks better there until we start to get cards out. The hope is that you guys can have a fairly good understanding of what this is good.
Looks like we have some...
Meeple, hey,
yes.
Conrad. Yes, for all of those that are watching, please go ahead and follow Meeple because he made this wonderful layout for us. And Conrad, it is fine. It's not a problem at all. We kind of changed up things even as of tonight, so it wasn't anything that you would have had time to worry about. And I think it looks great either way. Rito's one of all the villains. Rito's my favorite villain of the ones that you can play as, and Green Ranger I think is both of our favorite Rangers. So to have those 2 on screen in general makes my heart happy. And then Jedi, hello Jedi. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate both of you being here. We are going to just go ahead, and Atticus is going to give us just not a full how to play, but some quick clarifications on rules so that we can kind of just dive right into it. I have played this before, but it's been a couple of months because I played this at Renegade Con in the fall when they first announced this game. So it's been a little bit of time. Conrad, thank you so much for the lurk, my friend. I do appreciate it. So yeah, Atticus, I will go ahead and let you take the floor, my friend.
All right, sounds good. So in this Power Rangers deck building game, as Rock said, we're each playing one of either the heroes or the villains, and our goal ultimately is to get the other player down to 0 health. So we start with 30 health on our health tracker here, and we're going to play just back and forth turns until one of us reaches 0 health. And the way the game's kind of going to work is on each turn you're going to go through 3 phases. So at the start of each turn there's a start phase, which kind of just like an upkeep phase. The market's going to refresh. A few other things might happen if your cards say that, but otherwise you just do some upkeep and move on to the main phase, where your main actions are going to be to play cards from your hand. And if you play cards from your hand, you don't get any of the abilities on the text of the cards, unless they're special cards. But basically, you're just looking at the... I don't know if you can see it on mine. You're just looking at there's shards and energy on the cards here. You're just going to play those and collect your shards and energy.
Right.
It's going to be... you're just going to bank that. The shards are your currency. They're used for attacking heroes and villains in the market. And your energy is used for powering up your abilities, basically. So the shards are floating. They kind of just, if you don't use them during that turn, they're gone.
Okay.
The energy is going to save on your dial, and you can use it as much, you can use it whenever you want. It'll save from turn to turn, but you can never go over 20 energy. So if you ever have 20, you want to start spending your energy so you don't waste it, basically. So that's the first thing you do: play a card from your hand, gain the shards and energy from the card. Ignore the text unless it's like a starter card. Some starter cards have text you can use. You can buy cards from the market. The cost is in the top left of the card, and you just pay the shards to acquire that card. The card goes straight into your discard pile. You can attach a card. So if you notice, each hero or villain has colors around the outside of their border that corresponds to certain cards that you can attach to them. So Rita here has 2 purples and a blue and an orange. So if you attach a card, you play a card from your hand. You don't get the shards or the energy from it, but you now gain an ability from that card from the text of the card. So you just play it straight down on the character, and it just stays on the board, and it will not discard at the end of your turn. Ultimately, you're trying to play all 4 slots on your character to be filled, and you flip over to your powerful side. Basically, if you're a ranger, you morph. If you're a hero, or I'm sorry, if you're a villain, you become empowered.
Right.
So you become stronger, and you have a better special ability.
Stronger than before. No, not that.
You can battle cards in the grid. So you're going to spend shards the same way you'd buy a card. And if you're a ranger, you can battle villain cards. If you're a villain, you can battle ranger cards. And in the bottom left of the card, it shows you how much damage it takes to defeat the enemy. So in the market here, we have Pumpkin Wrapper, which takes 3 to defeat. So the ranger could spend 3 shards to defeat that. And after you defeat it, you just discard it and you do the effect on the card. So that Pumpkin Wrapper says target foe discards 1 card.
Right.
So it's just like an ability that happens when that gets defeated. And the market does not automatically refresh. That only happens at the start of each turn. So you can buy as much as you want, you can defeat as much as you want, but it's not going to refresh till the start of the next player's turn.
Right.
All right. And then you can activate a card. So if you have a card attached to your character, let's just pretend I have a Pumpkin Wrapper attached to my character here. I can spend the cost or spend the amount in energy on my dial. You exhaust the card by turning it sideways and carry out the effect of the card. So this Pumpkin Wrapper would let me do an attack, basically. Attacks can be blocked by the other player. They have to have a block card in their hand or a block card attached to their character. And it shows a hand with a shield on it. So, for example, King Sphinx here has a block ability.
Yep.
This card can be played from your hand. For the block ability, you just pay the energy cost and then do whatever the card says. Usually it means you have to discard the card, or you just have to carry out whatever the effect says, but then you negate whatever the attack is, basically. And then the last action you can do is, if you don't like the cards that are attached to your character currently, if you have not used that card this turn, you can just discard it to your discard pile. And you might want to do that because you want to attach a different card at on the same turn. Otherwise, if a card is exhausted, like my Pumpkin Wrapper, for example, if I go ahead and use that on a future turn, or at the end of my turn, I can discard this, but not during my turn. As long as it's exhausted, you have to wait till the end of your turn to discard it.
Okay.
So that's all the actions. At the end of your turn, you're going to take damage if you still have villains or heroes in the grid,
Right.
which is the market, basically. So you're going to take 1 damage for every villain, and I'm going to take 1 damage for every hero in the market. This is when you would be able to discard cards that are attached to your character if you didn't want them attached. So my Pumpkin Wrapper could be discarded right now. And that's the gist. There's a few other things that might happen at the end of your turn. You always fill your hand back up to 5 cards, and then the next player would go. And that's when they refresh the market. They flip they refill the market to 6. Also, I didn't talk about purchasing Blade Blasters or purchasing your power cards, but those decks would also refresh at the start of the next player's turn. So also, each character has a special. Rangers have Zords, and villains have Master cards. They always cost 7 to purchase. When you purchase a Master card, it goes straight attached to your character immediately. So, for example, if I bought this Rita card, it would attach to my character. Now these cards are orange, so they're legally able to link onto any spot on the outside of your card, anywhere they can go anywhere. After I've purchased my Rita Master card that matches my character, I can then purchase from my other cards in my Master deck. So, for example, I could buy the Lord Zed card, which is not really on screen, but I could buy the Lord Zed card, and this would attach to the lair. And as you buy more Masters, my lair would fill up. And every time I attach a Master, it deals 1 damage for each Master I have, and that's an attack which can be blocked. So the way Rangers work is similarly, but they can buy a Zord for 7, and they always buy their own Zord first. And the Zords immediately go to the Zord Bay. And if the Rangers ever have 5 Zords in the Zord Bay, they become the Megazord, which they play their Megazord card onto their Zord Bay. And it allows them to activate more Zords per turn. So normally you can only activate 1 Zord per turn. If you look at the Zord Bay by itself, it says you can activate 1 Zord per turn. So you want to get 5 Zords out to become the Megazord, then you can activate 3 Zords per turn. And if you ever get 6 Zords out, you flip it to its Mega Dragon Zord side, and you can activate all 5 Zords per turn. One thing that's special about the Zord Bay is, unlike all the other cards and unlike all the other areas during upkeep, the Zords do not refresh. So the only way to refresh your Zords is by paying the cost of energy, which is printed on the Zord Bay, or also printed on the Megazord card, depending on which side you have it on.
And it actually gets cheaper.
So it thinks
it gets cheaper.
Yeah, it gets cheaper as you get more. Yeah. Each character has a special ability.
When do we get the
that'll
Ultra
apply? Yeah, maybe an expansion.
We have to get the Ultra Zord and Tor and all the other things.
I know there's a lot of room for more content. I didn't talk about your signature item also.
Yes.
You can buy the signature item from your own character for 6, and it attaches to your card when you buy it immediately. Unless you choose not to attach it, you can choose to discard it. And the reason you might want to choose to discard it is because it's got a lot of power, like it's got a lot of shards and it's got a lot of energy on the card. So you may want to. So if your character's full, or you just want to get the shards and energy, you can put that in your discard pile.
And you can always attach it. You can always attach it to, like, if it's the
when you draw it later.
If it's like the last thing you need to morph or empower, and then discard it to get it back into your deck to use again, right?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, for sure. And also, once you're morphed, you can never unmorph. So even if you lose cards around your character, you stay morphed. The last thing I think that comes to mind is these location cards. For example, Angel Grove Karate here.
Right.
This is a location which stays active on the table as long as, unless there's a card that knocks it out of play. It's just permanent. It never goes back into your deck. When you buy it, it goes into play also. So it says, when gained, put into play at the bottom of there.
Yeah.
But I think that's the gist of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Brock, you got all that?
Yeah. Okay. And I'm sure I'll have questions as we go, but I'm sure you will correct me and kick my butt as we play.
I don't know about that, but... All right. And then you have a hand of 5 cards, and the villains always start in this game.
Yeah, I read that. All right. So we have Rita versus the White Ranger.
All right, so...
At least according to the market, it seems like you have a slight, maybe not advantage is the right word, but a slight leg up here with 2 villains out already.
A little bit, maybe.
Potentially.
The tricky thing about the game is that if the villains want to purchase the villains out of the market and the heroes want to purchase the heroes, but that's also leaving it out in the market helps hurt the other player too.
Right.
So it's kind of interesting here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just play my turn. I don't have anything to do in the upkeep, and I just have 5 shards. So I'm just going to go ahead and buy the pumpkin wrapper.
Wow.
To start.
All right.
Which go in my discard pile right here. And these discard. And at the end of my turn, there's a single hero in the market, which will deal 1 damage to me, so I'm down to 29 health.
And our new card in the market is Disarm.
Okay.
It is a 2-cost card. 1 shard and 1 energy, a maneuver. You can spend 2 energy to attack. Target foe reveals their hand and discards a starter card. If negated, discard this card. Honestly, that's pretty impressive that you were able to get Pumpkin Wrapper on the first turn.
Yeah, I think it's just luck.
You're using my favorite villain against me. How dare you? All right.
So now
it is my turn, right?
Yes, go ahead.
As I drop all my cards, that's always a good thing. All right.
So I've got my Pumpkin Wrapper and my Rita waiting.
Yes.
To take you out.
I know. All right, I've got 3 Teamworks for 3 shards. I've got Recovery, which is perfect right now. Waste of a card. And I've got Attitude. The next time you battle this turn, destroy up to 2 cards you control. Ooh, I don't think I want to do that yet, do I? I mean, I guess
well, the only thing you can battle right now is King Sphinx, which is probably not. I don't know if you have enough. If you have 4 shards.
Energy. I only have 4. I only have 3.
Yeah, it's
wow,
probably
I
just.
got
It's just
screwed on this hand, didn't I?
Well, it just means my next hand's gonna be like that too.
All right. Well, I have 3 energy, and I can't take out King Sphinx because he takes 4 energy. I can buy Trini, or the Yellow Ranger.
Yes.
I can buy Yellow Ranger, which I guess is good. Oh, one thing I wanted to ask you. For my White Ranger Tommy, the
yes.
left and the right are yellow, correct? So those are hero
correct.
cards?
Yes.
What are the top
They're
and
both
the
hero.
bottom?
Those are maneuvers.
Maneuvers, okay. Yeah, I hate that they just put like colors, and it's hard for me to tell.
I know, that is tough.
I wish they would have put just like
yeah.
a letter or something to let me know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So really, the only things I can buy are I could buy a Blade Blaster. What's this do? At the end of your turn, you may just so it's just 2 shards.
Yeah, those are pretty powerful because you can at the end of the turn you can burn them and then do a bunch of damage if you have extras.
And that's even after you play it?
Yeah, so like at the end of your turn it says, let's see. Wait, okay. Yeah, at the end of turn you may destroy this card. If you do, deal 1 damage, or put 1 card from the graded pile into the main deck discard pile. Oh, so it's a way of like burning cards in the market, but you can also burn it for damage.
Yeah.
And you can still do it after you've gotten the shards from it.
Okay. Well, I think for this turn at least, I'm gonna get Trini, just because. I mean,
because Trini's awesome.
It's something, and yes, Trini is awesome. I don't feel like Trini got enough credit, unfortunately. I think she's very underrated for the original Rangers. I don't get to use Attitude. I don't get to use Recovery because I hadn't lost any health up to that point. Because I don't lose health until the end phase,
yeah, you don't
right?
lose health till the end of your turn, like
right.
the third phase of your turn.
So Recovery does nothing for me, unfortunately, but, is what it is. Alright, so I buy Trini. All these cards go into my discard pile. And then I don't refill it yet, right? I take the damage from King Sphinx.
Yep.
So I'm down to 29 health. Oops.
And then we refill at the start of my turn.
We refill, and the new card is Strike Oppose. It is a 2-cost maneuver. Destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Heal HP equal to its cost.
Okay. So Scorpino on there.
Yes, Scorpino.
All right. So I have no abilities at the start of my turn. And my hand is similar to yours, so I have that. So the villains have pretty much the same starter deck, but their cards are thematically different.
Right.
So this Putty Clay gives me 3 energy.
Which is like my power coin.
Yep. And I have basically just 2 shards to do something with. So I think I'm going to buy this Disarm for 2.
Okay.
And
Disarm.
At the end of my turn, I don't take any damage because there's no heroes in the grid.
That's correct.
And that is it. So I reshuffle and draw 5 cards.
Our next card in the grid, Strike Oppose.
Again.
Yep.
Okay.
I did shuffle these very well. It just so happened they were right there.
It's fine. I believe you.
All right. I have 4 teamworks and a power coin, so I'm getting 3 energy from my power coin. 4 energy. So, and you technically can buy more than 1 card, right? Or can you only buy 1?
Yeah, you can buy as much as you want. Yeah, as long as you can, afford it. And then and then obviously, you don't flip out new cards, so you're limited to what's available for that one turn.
I probably should take out King Sphinx. That would probably make the most sense to get him off the field, and then you can't buy him, and then I don't take damage from him. Because honestly, I don't think there's anything out here. The only other thing that I really would be looking at here is Angel Grove. Oh,
so one thing to consider is
5 cross card. Oh, maybe I want this Rad Bug. Because Tommy Oliver White, when you pay 1 less to buy cards from the grid, would cost 5 or more. Though he doesn't want equipment on him. He wants manures.
Oh, looks like I lost. Hold on.
Oh, you lost your table?
My camera went out.
Oh no.
Yeah, here. I don't know what happened.
We'll get his camera back while I take my turn here. Negate an attack, draw 2 cards and discard one of them and discard this card. I mean blocking is good, but 3 shards at return is a great card to draw.
It looks like I'm back.
Yes.
Don't know why that happened. Sorry about that.
You're fine. You are fine as... Alright, I'm trying to decide if I want... Okay, I guess I mean, I know you're playing against me, but from your opinion, would it be better for me to get the Rad Bug or to take out King Sphinx?
So I would focus on building up your deck first. It's only 1 damage, which isn't huge.
Okay.
And if I did buy that card, it's really just a block card, which is, I mean, it's got a lot of powerful stuff on it, but it's not like critical to take out. I would focus on trying to get cards to get yourself morphed, or cards that are going to boost you up to being able to buy Zords.
Okay, yeah, the Rad Bug's not going to let me morph, but it is 3 shards on 1 card, and that's pretty high.
Yeah, and 5 energy, which is pretty powerful too.
Yeah.
So that's going to help you like boost up your attacks and do a lot of stuff once you have your cards attached.
All right, then I think.
You get a discount of 1 because
so that's the only reason I can buy it is because I only have 4 energy, 4 shards. So by using Tommy's ability, I can get this for 1 less. Yeah, I guess we'll just do that. So I am buying the Rad Bug from the grid, and our new card will be... Oh, I gotta take our damage first, so I'm down to 28. And our new card is Putty Patroller. I agree with Atticus. Putty Patroller is a 2-cost villain, so Atticus has another villain in the field. It can help Atticus heal damage, and if he has high health, deal damage as well. So that is
all right.
Wonderful for me.
You missed the Rita on the table.
Oh yes.
After 10,000 years, she's free.
Yes, I saw you had Rita and Pumpkin Wrapper and Trini all on the table there.
I'm doing a play-by-play of the battle. I can do a battle.
Did I miss why there's a Rita? Because why should there not be a Rita?
I thought it'd be more thematic.
Yes.
All right, so starting my turn, I have nothing that happens. I have 3 shards and a rebuild, which will heal me 1 damage. So I'm back up to 30. And for the 3 shards, I think I'm going to purchase the Putty Patroller.
The Putty Patroller? Yeah, I thought that was a good one for you.
I just have 1, and yeah, so I have 1 left over, and that's fine. I just lose 1.
Yeah, I think that's a good card though.
Yeah. All right, and that's my turn.
All right,
and I take no damage. There's no heroes in the grid.
Correct. The new card is a 3-cost card called Flying Leap. This is a maneuver. It has Goldar and the pterodactyl on the card. Attack. Deal 1 damage for every 5 HP the opposing team has. If negated, discard this card.
All right, Flying Leap.
So you said my top and bottom are maneuvers, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So
they could have even put like, I know it might not have looked as nice for graphic design, but they could have put like a little thing that said maneuver or a thing that said hero in there too.
Just something to help me with the colorblindness, you know. Jedi says, love it. I take it Rita didn't come in the box with the game. No, I don't have a Rita over here.
No, it's an upgrade.
Yes. Yeah, you know, you gotta upgrade your board games, folks. You gotta be able to upgrade your board games. All right, you know what? Well, it's not too bad. Okay, so I have 2 Teamworks, Rad Bug, the Power Coin, and Recovery. So I am getting 8 energy to go with my 3 that I had, so I'm up to 11 energy.
Oh, wow. That's powerful.
Well, I don't really have anything to do with it yet.
Well, still, it's good to build up energy.
I have my Recovery, so I can heal a damage. Because I do not have 20 or fewer, so I just heal a damage. The block, like, because I'm using the card for the. So how does the block card work? Like, would I hold this in my hand or?
Yeah, so if I declare an attack on you with one of my cards that says it has the attack text basically,
right?
You can, if you have that in your hand, you can reveal it and pay the energy cost and resolve the effect on the card, which will usually say something about like discarding it and then drawing a card, or it's some sort of effect.
Okay.
And typically when on the cards that I have that have attack on them, it might say like if this attack is negated, discard this card or whatever. So that would be what I have to resolve. Now, if you have that card attached to your character, you can use the effect also, but you usually have to discard it off your character.
Right.
But it's more permanent, you know, on the table.
And Tommy can't. Tommy can't attach it because he can't attach equipment.
Oh, that's correct. Yes.
However,
yes,
I currently have 3, 4, 5 shards. I have 5 shards. I don't necessarily want anything that's out in the field at the moment. But I can pay 1 less for cards that cost 5+. So,
yep.
I think I might want this guy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean,
it says pay 1 less to buy cards from the grid.
Ah, that's not from the grid, is it? Damn it.
Oh.
I'm assuming that doesn't count as the grid, right?
I don't know. I don't think
it
so.
Probably
no,
doesn't.
It's like a separate play area. It's like your out of play area, kind of.
Damn. I'm like,
sorry.
I would sure like to get Saba right now. Okay.
Good try.
So, what can I do otherwise? I guess I gotta buy something. Should I just take out King Sphinx?
I mean, at this point, yeah. If you don't really want anything else, it's not a bad move.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I have 2 spaces for maneuvers, and there's maneuvers out here. I just don't know. Maybe Flying Leap's not a bad call. I mean, technically, I could get Flying Leap and Strike Oppose, but I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, that's true.
Though the Strike Oppose can help you thin your deck, which is important.
It's definitely helpful to thin your deck at some point, yeah, if you can.
Yeah, you know what? What the hell? The only problem is if I buy 2 cards, there's a possibility that more villains come out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we'll do it. Why not? I'm going to buy both Flying Leap and one of the Strike Opposes.
Okay.
And so I'm going to put those in my discard pile. I will take a damage from King Sphinx, who is still on the field. So I'm back at 28. And we are getting 2 new cards into the grid. Our first one is, hey, another Rad Bug, which is a 5-cost equipment card. And the second card is another Yellow Ranger. Oddly enough.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I did shuffle these. I swear I shuffled these.
Sure you did. No, it's fine. I'm sure you did. Okay.
Good Lord. So I get 5.
All right.
1, 2,
So
3, 4, 5.
back to me.
Yeah, back to you, my friend.
All right. I think I'm going to play Pumpkin Wrapper for the 4 shards.
Okay.
5,
This sort
6,
of thing makes me mad.
7. So I'm going to play. So I've got 7 shards,
Oh dear.
and I'm going to buy my Master card,
Oh dear.
which will attach. All right. And then I will attach this. Oh, and sorry. It says the first time you attach a card during each of your turns, attack, deal 1 damage to target foe
Oh
for
god.
each empty slot on their character.
That's awful.
So it deals 1 damage for each empty slot on your character.
That's 4. Down to 24, folks.
All right.
Not good, not
and then I will attach this maneuver up here. And that does not have the effect anymore because that was not the first time. That was not the first time I attached. And then I'll spend 2 energy. So I have 3 total. So I'm down to 1 energy. And I'll perform this attack of this disarm. It says target foe reveals their hand and discards a starter. If negated, discard this card. So you discard a starter card from your hand.
Oh, that hurts me so badly. I have to discard a teamwork, but I had 6 shards in my hand. You're keeping me from getting my Saba card, man.
Well, that's the end of my turn. I take 1 damage from the Yellow Ranger in the grid. I'm down to 29.
All right. Did that attack do any damage to me, or just maybe discard a card?
No, just a discard.
Okay. I mean,
so that could be negated. Like both of those could be negated if you have the
rad bug,
a block card or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. My turn, right? So now I only have 3 teamworks and Yellow Ranger. So I can either get the shards and energy from Yellow Ranger or do her ability. Correct? I can't do both.
Well, you could attach it. Yeah, you could either attach it or get the shards and energy.
Okay, but I can't like play Yellow Ranger's ability if I get the shards and energy.
That's correct.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Because she can heal, which is great. But technically, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I could get another rad bug, which is a great card. Or I could get another Trini. Because I seem to feel like I'm going to need healing here. I am going to buy the other rad bug, I think.
All right.
I'm going to buy the rad bug that uses all but one of my shards, but I can't use it anywhere else. Well, no, I get that for 1 less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it only costs me 4. So technically I can get a Blade Blaster for 2 as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, so I might as well do that. And then I gain 4 energy from Trini to put me at 15 energy. Once I can actually do something with it, I'll have something going for me, hopefully.
So, yeah, once you get some cards attached, you'll be able to,
Alright, we have a new... Oh, and I'm going to take a damage from King Sphinx. So I'm down to 23. We have a new card in the market, and that is the Portal Bomb. It is a 3-cost promo card. 2 shards and 3 energy. It is an equipment card, and it is an attack. Target foe discards 1 location they control. If negated, discard this card.
All right. All right, so back to me.
Yep.
This unexhaust. And I have this ongoing ability now with Rita that says at the start of your turn I gain 4 energy.
Right, I saw that.
Okay. So I'm going to play a Putty Patroller attaching to Rita.
Oh, great.
And I would play Putty Clay for 3 energy.
So I take damage from Rita, right?
Oh yeah, you take 1. Sorry, yeah, you take 1 damage
No, I take 4 damage.
unless you want to negate.
Right?
Oh yes, sorry. It's 1 damage per unopened slot. Or sorry, 1 damage per open slot. Do 1 damage to your foe for each empty slot.
I'm down to 19. Yeah. This is going well.
Okay.
I don't even have a goddamn sword yet.
And a disposable. Can I do anything with 2 shards? I think I'm just gonna get a blade blaster for 2.
Okay.
And then at the end of my turn, I'll take 1 damage from the Yellow Ranger in the the grid there. So I'm down to 28. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, you know what? I didn't even use my abilities. But so I'm gonna use this discard card here for how many energy? That is 2 energy. And discard a starter from your hand.
From my hand?
Yeah, a starter card. Reveal your hand, discard a starter.
Okay. I think in this case I'm going to discard the power coin because I'm doing pretty good with energy at the moment and haven't been spending it. And I think you only can go up to like, what's the maximum energy?
Yeah, I think 20 is the max you have.
Yeah, 20. I'm at 15 right now, so I'm not hurting for energy. So yeah, we'll discard the power coin. Here,
right. And then that's my turn.
My power coin.
I'm down to 28, and that's it.
Go
ahead.
All right, my turn. Let's make something happen here, folks. So it's that. Okay, so for attitude, attitude says the next time you battle this turn, destroy up to 2 cards you control.
So control is either cards that you've already played this turn or cards in your hand.
Okay, so I can play them for the shards and then.
Yes, and then burn, then get rid of them for that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's totally fine.
Unfortunately,
it's just
I only have 3.
You just can't get stuff out of your discard pile.
God damn it! This is really frustrating. I only have 3 shards. This attitude card sucks. It's not helping me at all right now because I'm not getting it when I can actually.
Yeah, that's the issue with deck builder sometimes is the luck of the draw.
There's 3 shards at this point. I either. Do I buy Trini again? The problem too is that Tommy wants cards that attach to him that are 5+ cost, and we haven't had any heroes or any maneuvers that are 5+ cost yet.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So he's kind of. That's what, and it's killing me because every time you attach a card to your side, I'm taking damage. But I mean, I guess theoretically I could detach them and then discard them, and I probably should do that. So
yeah, I mean, you could have just anything attached. I would try to get stuff just attached there, so you could try to.
Right now, I don't have any. I don't have any attacking. I have nothing to attack you either.
Yeah.
I have no cards that are doing damage to you, which is why I was really trying to get Saba.
Yeah. Right.
This was the problem that I had when I played the game. I just I couldn't really do anything.
I had a similar situation one time before too. I was playing Scorpina and I just could not get the cards coming out. It just worked with what I was trying to do. It was tough.
All right, I think I have to just buy the other Yellow Ranger in the deck or in the grid here. So
okay.
I'm getting 3 energy from maneuver. 1, 2, 3. So that puts me up to 18 energy. I'm spending all of this. I'm not battling, so attitude is just useless to me. I have another Yellow Ranger, and our new card in the grid is Moon Palace. It is a 4-cost location. When you play or battle a villain, destroy a card in your hand or discard pile, or gain 3 energy.
Okay. Did you take a damage at the end of your turn?
I'm taking that right now.
Okay.
My apologies. I'm
That's
down to
fine.
18. This is going to be a
All
quick
right.
game. Because I don't have much going for me.
Okay. So I have. So I exhaust all my stuff, and I gain 4 energy at the start of my turn. And I have. Let's see. I have 4 shards, and I can heal 1 HP with my rebuild card. All right. For the 4 shards, I'm going to buy. I guess I'll just buy the Moon Palace, which goes into play.
Palace. Yep, that goes into
I mean, thematically, it makes sense for Rita to have the Moon Palace.
Sure does.
And that is it, I think.
Now Atticus is going to pull out the model Moon Palace.
I do not have the model Moon Palace. I will use this attack, the disarm again.
Okay.
To have you discard a starter card, reveal your hand and discard a starter card from it.
Okay. I discard a teamwork.
Okay. And then that's all. I'm done. And then don't take any damage. There's no heroes in the grid.
Nope. We have a new card, and it is the Red Ranger. About damn time,
Okay.
Jason. Jesus. Yeah, Jason, I needed you, buddy. Alright, I've got... But I think right now... Oh, here's the... I guess the question is, so I actually drew both my rad bugs, which is really important right now.
That's a lot of energy.
Yeah, I drew both my rad bugs. Well, it's a lot of shards.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
It's 6 shards, and I got a teamwork. So between those 3 cards, I have 7 shards. So I could buy either the Tiger Zord or Saba. I'm assuming that even though the Tiger Zord is worth more shards, the Saba is probably a better card to get first. Because the Tiger Zord you only can ever use once unless you re-up the Zord Bay.
Yeah, that's probably true, and also it'd help you to morph with Saba.
Right. But the other thing is too, is I could, instead of getting Saba, I could get the Red Ranger. But that's true. But I'm assuming that it's probably better to get the higher cost card. So.
Yeah, it's a tough call. I mean, you get Red Ranger for a discount.
I'm going to attach.
Two.
Yeah, I'm going to attach Yellow Ranger. Actually, could I get Saba and no? I don't think I have enough energy for that, right? Because this is 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, and I need. 11.
It would take 10 to get Range Ranger.
Yeah, I need 10.
Because you spend 1 less, so you take 10.
Yeah. Damn, so close. Oh, it's like that one teamwork you made me discard. I would have had it.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
Well, that's fine. I'm going to attach Yellow Ranger.
Okay.
And I can use her ability now, right?
Yeah, just turn it sideways and pay the cost and do whatever
I'm paying
it says.
4 energy out of my 18 to go down to 14 to heal 3 hearts, which puts me back at 21 for now.
Yep.
That's going to be super helpful. And then I'm going to use my 7 shards. I'm actually getting another 10 energy, so I'm just at max 20. I'm using my 7 shards, well, 6 of my shards, I guess, to buy Saba. And so, when I buy Saba, do I have to put it in my discard pile and then draw it?
So no, I think Saba attaches immediately. Yeah, it should say that at the bottom.
Oh, attach when gained. Okay.
Yeah. And I think, depending on what the card says, I think you can go ahead and use it if you have enough energy, depending on what it says. What does Saba say?
It says,
I don't have it right.
4 energy attack. Deal damage equal to the cost of another card attached to your character.
Okay. Yep.
So I guess I could spend 4 energy and deal you 3 damage with Yellow Ranger?
Yes.
That I probably should start doing. Yeah, even though it's 4 shards and I kind of wanted to get that into my deck, I think I need to do that. So, okay, I'm going to use that attack. That spends 4 energy, puts me back down to 16 energy, and I deal you 3 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I finally did some damage to Rita. I finally broke Rita's spell.
I'm down to 26.
All right. And then I will take 1 damage from King Sphinx to end my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Puts me at 20.
Okay. I'm sorry. Did you buy a card from the grid this turn?
I did not.
Doesn't look like it, but
No, I did
okay.
not. I only bought Saba.
All right. So start of my turn, I gained 4 energy. So I'm up to 12. Let's see. I will attach Pumpkin Wrapper
Okay.
to Rita. So when I attach it, it's going to deal 2 damage to you because you only have 2 open slots.
I'm down to 18.
Or you have 2 empty slots. And then this flips over. All right. So now I have 2, 3, 4, 5 shards to spend. And I'm going to go ahead and destroy Red Ranger in the
grid here.
So Red Ranger's gone, and when I destroy Red Ranger, I destroy 1 card I control. Yep. So I'm just gonna get rid of one of these Mayhem cards.
That is unfortunate. That's frustrating because I was gonna try to buy him, but I needed to get Saba first. If I had the energy to do so, I guess I should have bought that because you couldn't take out Saba and you could take out the Red Ranger. Oh well. Our new. Well, I'm sorry.
But you still can do damage. I mean, yeah. You could. I guess you could have done that.
The problem with
you could have done that.
So Red Ranger is a 5-cost card that helps Tommy specifically in his White Ranger form. That I don't think any other Rangers are 5-cost. So that's a big thing. Mm-hmm. I just drew. The new card for the grid is the Black Ranger.
Well, just do that. Wait till next turn, like the start of your turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
It's fine. It's okay. All right. So now I'm going to use this ability on Pumpkin Wrapper.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend 5 energy. So I'm down to 7.
Okay.
So it's an attack that deal 2 damage plus 2 damage for each villain in the grid. So that's 4 damage because there's King Sphinx.
Damn. Okay.
Oh, and actually, you know what? Rita has an ability that makes all cards cost 2 less energy. So I'm gonna gain 2 energy for that.
Okay, so I take 4 damage.
5. Yep.
So I am down to 14.
And I'll use this disarm card again. So you discard a starter card from your hand.
God damn.
And I'll spend 2 energy to use my Putty Patroller to heal 2. If you have 25 plus health, deal 2 damage. So I'll heal 2, which I'm up to 28. So then it deals 2 damage to you.
Good God, man. I'm down to 12.
All right, and then I'll use Rita's attack here for 3. That says deal 1 damage to target foe for each an empty slot on their character, so 2 damage.
Wait, I thought you only could do that when you attach a card.
No, this is her attack now. This is like I pay energy to use it. Because when she flipped over, so she has this ability now. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize you flipped her over. Good God, I'm down to 10, man. Give me a chance.
And that's it. And I am done.
Oh, that's it. I only took out half your health in 1 turn.
There's no heroes in the grid.
No. The replacement is Black Ranger. How did you do so much stuff? You took out Red Ranger, which costs 5 energy or 5 shards, and you still did all these attacking stuff? My God.
Well, so the attacking's always cost energy and not shards. So that's the reason.
And all these attacks were attached to your character?
Yes.
My God.
Yeah, so the Pumpkin Wrapper, the Disarm, the Putty, and then Rita's attack herself.
Okay. Yeah, I really needed something better here. Alrighty. I have a Teamwork, I have a Recovery, a Flying Leap, and Blade Blaster. Let's see here. I wanted to put Flying Leap on my on Tommy, but if I put Flying Leap on Tommy, then I can't buy Black Ranger.
Yeah, that's the tricky part about attaching.
But if I put Flying Leap on Tommy, then I could deal you 1 damage for every 5 HP that you have.
Yeah, and you'd be one step closer to Morphin time.
Yeah. Frustrating. Very frustrating. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is going to use Recovery. Heal 2 if I have under 20, which of course I do. So I'm up to 12.
Okay.
And then I have a choice of... I feel like I need to get Black Ranger.
Looks like Team Rocket's
Well, we got a raid.
Yeah, we do. The whole card, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome in. This is Rolling with Rock, and we are joined by our wonderful guest, Atticus. Please go ahead and make sure that you guys are following Atticus here on Twitch. Let me go ahead and get a shout out for the whole card as well. For those who are watching my stream, please make sure that you are following the whole card, and all your wonderful viewers and community. Thank you so much for joining us. We are currently playing Power Rangers, the deck building game. I am playing as Tommy Oliver, the White Ranger. Atticus is playing as Rita Repulsa, and Rita is kicking my butt at the moment. I don't think there's a way that I'm going to be able to salvage this at the moment, but we are going to play a return game where Atticus is Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger, and I am Rito Revolto, and I'm probably going to get my butt kicked in that game too, but that's okay. Currently, I'm trying to figure out my turn and what I'm going to do. I do have this Flying Leap card that would be decent to attach to Tommy. I also have the Blade Blaster card that I can use to take out King Sphinx, that I think is something I need to do. And I just have a Teamwork card at the moment. I've already used my Recovery to get some health. But I kind of want to get Black Ranger. So I think what I'm going to do is not attach Flying Leap. I'm going to use my shards. I have 5 shards. Unfortunately, I can only buy something that's 4. So I'm going to use my shards to buy the Black Ranger card. That'll go in my discard pile, because I can't attach it on the turn I buy it, right?
No, yeah, it goes to your discard pile.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, I've used, I technically get an energy from Flying Leap. Puts me at 17 energy. And then I am going to use, I guess that's at the end of my turn, so I don't use it just yet. So all these cards go in my discard pile. I will be using Blade Blaster's ability, but we are going to use 4 energy to heal with Yellow Ranger. We're going to heal 3 damage to put us back up to 15 health, because we are struggling. And then we are going to use Saba for another 4 energy.
Alright, how much damage?
I am going to deal another 3 damage to you. So that's...
Alright. So I'm at 25 health.
Alright. And I'm at, what, 15? Good God. And then we are going into the end of my turn. Will I take the damage... Oh, perform any end of turn actions in the order of your choosing. Okay, so I can do this before I take King Sphinx damage. Okay, good.
Yeah, it depends on what the thing says.
Yep. At the end of your turn, you may destroy this card. If you do, put 1 card from the grid into the main deck discard pile. So I am going to destroy the Blade Blaster to remove King Sphinx from the grid.
Yeah. Okay.
To avoid that, I've been taking a lot of damage from King Sphinx. He's been beating me up slowly.
That's been like since the beginning of the game, really.
Yep. And then we are going to refill the grid with a 3-cost maneuver called Knockout Blow. This is a attack card that target foe gains 1 stun. Okay. And we are also getting Ernie's Juice Bar. This is a 4-cost location. Ongoing. At the start of your turn, heal 1. If you have 15 or fewer, heal 2.
All right, I'm looking for. So, okay, Ernie's Juice Bar, and you said Knockout Blow.
Yes. Sure wish it was my turn right now.
All right. So, unexhaust all my stuff, and I gain 4 energy for my card I have here. All right. So Putty Clay gives me 3 energy. And I have 3 shards. And next time I battle, I can do something, but there's nothing to battle. Okay. So I think I will buy the. I think I'm going to buy that Knockout Blow.
Yeah, I probably
Just
would
came out.
too.
All right.
That's a pretty damn good card.
Yeah. So these go in the discard.
All
All right, and then I'm just going to activate my abilities here. So I'm going to pay 3 to activate Pumpkin Wrapper.
What's he do?
Which is the one that says deal 2 damage plus 2 damage for each villain in the grid. So it's just 2 damage.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to think here what I want to end up doing. Okay, so 2 damage. Okay. 2 damage is dealt. I'm down to 13.
Right. And then I'm going to use 2 energy to use my Putty Patroller to heal 2 and then deal 2 damage if I have over 25 health, which I do. So I'm at 27, so, and then 2 damage to you. And then I'm going to use my Disarm to make you discard a starter card.
Okay. I discard Attitude because it's not being used.
All right, and then I use my Rita attack, spend 3 energy, to deal 1 damage for each empty slot on your character.
I'm
so
down
2 damage.
to 9 damage. Good
All
guy.
right, and that's.
Hey, Benwoo. How's
That's
it
my
going, buddy?
turn. Hey, Benwoo.
All right, our new card in the grid is Dodge. This is a 4-cost maneuver.
All right. Got it.
All right, I need to freaking make things happen here, folks. I refresh my stuff. We are going to play our hand here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shards. Unfortunately, I can only... Oh gosh, do I try to get... Does Tiger Sword help me here? I think I need to buy Ernie's Juice Bar, to be honest.
That's, yeah, not a bad option. Definitely would help a little bit.
Yeah. Definitely going to help. Alright, so let's gain our energy here. What is that? 9 energy? Okay, that puts me almost back to full energy. Gonna need that. And we've got 7 shards. As much as I do need the Tiger Zord, I do need Ernie's Juice Bar. So we're gonna be buying Ernie's Juice Bar. When gained, put into play. So it just goes into play immediately. Nice.
Yeah, it just goes in. Yep. And it'll, starting next turn, it'll work.
Yep. So I still have 3 shards that I could use. Get this portal bomb. It's not too bad.
You bought that? The portal bomb?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy the portal bomb.
Okay.
Ooh, I could get this risk communicator and try to get Jason to come back out. But that's kind of a one-time. No, I can't use that because I can't use. It's an equipment. I have to be able to add an equipment to my character, and I can't. Right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's right.
That's
Yeah.
dumb. That's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
That like I literally can't even use that ability. Okay, so yeah,
So it can't. So I can see it being more useful in a 2v2 game. You get a little more options because your partner might be able to use it.
Yeah.
And they can try to help you.
But all right, so I am buying I bought Ernie's Juice Bar and the Portal Bomb from the grid. And then I'm going to use not all the energy, but some of the energy that I just got. So I'm going to heal 3 damage from Trini for 4 energy. Bring me down to 15 energy. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to use Saba to deal 3 damage to you.
Okay, so I'm down. I'm down to 24.
Okay. And then there are no villains in the grid, so I do not take any damage. And we get 2 new cards in the grid, and that is the Green Ranger. Okay, well, I'd like to see you. And Heavy Attack. This is a 4-cost maneuver.
Okay.
Attack. Deal damage equal to the highest cost card in the grid. If negated, discard this card. Damn. You got both of those?
Still looking for that one. No,
Okay.
I'm looking for heavy attack.
It is. It's not.
I got it.
It's not a promo card, so.
Yeah, it's got Green Ranger on it.
Sure does.
Yeah, got it.
Green Ranger came out, and then he did a heavy attack.
Yeah. Sounds good.
And that
all right,
is
so
the
start
end
my
of
turn. I gain 4 energy. I exhaust all my stuff. All right. So I just rebuild to gain a health. So at 25. And I have 3 shards and a disposable, which isn't going to do a whole lot. Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna buy a. I think I'm just gonna hold off on buying actually. I'll just wait on the shards, and just go ahead and do my attack. So I'll spend 2 energy to heal 2 and deal 2 damage.
Okay, I'm down to 10.
All right, and then Pumpkin Wrapper is gonna spend 3 to deal 2 damage.
Okay, 8.
And then I'll make you discard a starter card. Reveal your hand, discard a starter card.
All right.
And you know what? I think I'm going to buy a card. I'm just going to buy this Strike Oppose.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right, I gotta decide on what starter here I want to discard.
Okay. And I take 1 damage at the end of my turn for that Green Ranger out there.
Right. Yeah, it's. I want to have enough energy to get him. I need to buy Green Ranger this turn. Like, I have to.
Well, it costs 4 for you, which is good.
Right. But I wanted to get Flying Leap into my attached to me. But if I get Flying Leap attached to me, then I'm not gonna have enough energy. But now because I'm discarding a card, which is unfortunate. So. Yeah. That's the problem I'm running into this entire time. Like I've just been. And I could discard recovery, but then I'm not healing, and I need to. So, I'm literally on the edge of death.
If you can negate my discarded card, it would discard it at least until. So do I have to come back out?
I have no way of negating it.
Okay.
Because yeah, if I try to attach Flying Leap, I just can't. So I'm just gonna discard Teamwork and it's whatever. Okay, that's fine. And then we need a new card in the grid. New card in the grid is the Viewing Globe. 3-class equipment
Observe
card.
the Viewing Globe. Okay.
Put up to 3 cards in the grid onto the bottom of the main deck, then refill the grid. Oh, that's kind of cool. Not that I can use it, but you know. Alright. It is my turn. We refresh our stuff here. And we are going to use recovery to heal 2. Heal 2. We're going to get our energies here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 shards and 4 energy. Destroy a card in your hand. Yep, we're doing that. Okay. I'm buying Green Ranger because I'm not letting him get destroyed.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't attach him until he comes back around, but that's okay. And then I am going.
He's got a good block ability too.
Yeah. Negate an
Should be
attack,
good.
draw 1 card, or put an equipment card from your discard pile into your hand, which I haven't been buying equipment cards because I can't use them other than... I mean, I guess you could use them for their shards, but I can't use them for their abilities.
Yeah.
So that's kind of unfortunate, but... So it's... Do you still have to discard... So it's negate an attack, draw 1 card. Or put an equipment card from your discard pile into your hand, then discard 1 card. I'm assuming you discard it either or. I would assume that's the
Let's
way.
see.
It's even if you drew 1 card, you still have to discard this card, right? I think you discard it after any block.
Yeah, I think you discard this card after either effect.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm spending 4 energy to heal 3 hearts. Oh, and I forgot about Ernie's juice bar. At the start of my turn,
Oh
heal
yeah, that's right.
2 because I was under 15. Okay. And then I am going to spend another 4 energy to deal you 3 damage thanks to Sama.
Okay, so down to 24.
And I'm sitting at 15. I'm floundering away. Alright, our new card in the grid is another Flying Leap card.
Okay.
Okay, no. And I think it is your turn.
All right, I'm still trying to find... Oh, it's like almost the last card on my stack. Flying Leap.
jeez.
Got it. Okay. So unexhaust, gain 4 energy. All right. All right. So I'm just going to use these cards for shards, I think. So that's going to give me 6 energy. And I have 2, 4, 5, 6 shards. And I think I'm going to buy Rita's staff.
Okay.
So I'm going to discard this. Oh, actually, I think it has to go into my discard pile since I have spots open. Or, I mean, I could discard an empty card first since I've not used any of these yet. I'm going to discard this Rita Repulsa card.
Okay.
And it just goes to my discard pile.
The Master card?
Yeah, it'll go to the lair when it comes back out.
Oh. Okay.
And I'll attach the staff for 6.
Nice.
And then I will use... let's see. I'll just make you discard a starter.
Okay.
And then spend 2 energy to gain 2 health and deal 2 damage.
Man, I don't have you under 25.
I keep gaining health every turn.
Ugh.
I'm at 26, yeah.
Do I want to use the rat? I feel like I need the rat bug. Alright, I gotta discard a starter and then do... Oh my gosh. Okay, I have the rad bug here, which is... I can use that.
Does it have a...
It has a block, but...
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't be able to use it for the energy gain and the shards.
Right. Yeah.
I think I have to get rid of that putty patroller though, because that thing's been like heal. That's a 4
So
HP difference every turn.
yeah, it's not an attack either. You can't negate this one
Oh,
because
it's
it's
not an
just a normal.
attack?
It's just an ability. No,
Really?
it's a heal ability. So it just says heal 2. Now, if you have 25 plus health, deal 2 damage.
Oh, that is just awful. Okay.
So I have the attacks I have are the discard, the disarm,
Yeah.
the read repulsive staff, and the pumpkin wrapper are
Yeah.
all the attacks that can be negated.
Okay. All right. Well.
And then Rita's to attack herself, her ability.
Discarding the teamwork card, and then I take 2 damage from putty patroller. Okay.
All right. And then I'll use pumpkin wrapper to deal 2 damage.
Down to 11. Floundering away.
All right, and then I'll use Rita's attack to deal 2 damage on her character. Because 1 per slot.
2. Yep.
And then I'll use Rita's staff for 2 damage, or for 2 energy. Target foe discards 1 attached card. If negated, discard this card.
Yeah, I'm going to use the rad bug to negate that. That was the one I was waiting for.
Okay.
So I am going to
So
spend
this one
4
discards.
energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. To negate that. Block.
Okay.
Negate an attack.
Yep.
Draw 2 cards. Then discard 1 of them. Then discard this card.
Okay.
So,
yep.
Drawing 1, shuffling my deck. Which sucks because that means this rad bug's not going to get shuffled back in until the next turn, but luckily I have 2 of them. Like I had to block that one because I didn't want to lose Savo or the Yellow Ranger here.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So I'm done though. But at the end of my turn, I'm going to use the Blade Blaster ability to put 1 card from the grid into the main deck discard pile.
Okay.
And I'm going to discard the heavy attack.
Okay. Yeah, that was a good one. Alright, I drew 2 cards. I drew the power coin for teamwork, and I have to discard 1 of those. I'm going to discard the teamwork because I think the energy is more required here. Okay. That wasn't very good. I was hoping for something better than that. Alright. Our new card in the grid is Pudgy Pig. Wonderful. 4 cost
nice.
villain. Alright. 4 cost villain. And then it is my turn. The start of my turn, I do have less than 15. I get 2 health thanks to Ernie's juice bar. I'm up to 11. Good God. And then I have... Ooh. I really need to play Black Ranger for its energy, but I sure would like to attach it to Tommy here. I got 7, and I'm getting 3 from Power Point. Okay. Oh, but that only gives me... Ah, crap. I can't take out Pudgy Pig. Will I do that? But I can do more damage with Saba. Alright, I'm going to attach Black Ranger for the moment. And that may change once Green Ranger comes out, but... I'm going to get 3 energy from Power Coin. And I am going to... I have only 2 shards. So for shards, I'm going to buy a Blade Blaster. Spent all my cards. And then I have energy. I gotta make use of this energy. Well, first thing I have to do, I have to spend 4 to heal. To get 3 health, so that puts me back at 14th. And then I'm going to spend another 4 to use Saba, but now, because I have Black Ranger on, Saba does 4 damage instead of 3 damage.
Oh. Alright, I'm going to take 4 then.
And then, as much as I would like to use Black Ranger's ability, I cannot do so. So he just kind of chills there for now.
So I'm at 23.
And I am at 14. And
Alright.
that is the end of my turn. Pudgy Pig is out, so I take 1. I am at 13.
Alright. So unexhaust my stuff. Alright, I'm just going to play these for their energy and shards. And heal 1 damage with that rebuild.
Hey, Starbuck.
24. Gain 6 energy.
Starbuck, it's going. Atticus and Rita Repulsa and the villains are completely destroying Tommy Oliver, White Ranger, and the rest of the Power Rangers right now. But you know, it's hanging. Everybody, please go and follow Room 51, and not only follow Room 51 on Twitch, but look for Room 51 on YouTube. And Starbuck, you can drop that link. They just posted their top 51 through 41 games of all time. Both Matthew and Justin giving you their list of games. And you guys should definitely check out that video. Thumb it up, give it a like, and make sure you are subscribed to Room 51 on YouTube. There's a lot of games that were in your top 41 through 51 that I have never played before. But yes, there you go. Click on that link. Make sure you subscribe to Room 51. I was amazed that Dinosaur Island dropped as far as it did. But hopefully you will get it back to the table and rediscover your love for Dinosaur Island soon, because I love Dinosaur Island. It is it was in my top 10, or if not my top 5 when I did my list in October. But anyway.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun game.
I love it. It's so good.
All right, Rock. I'm going to hit you with a discard, a starter.
Okay. Like usual.
With the disarm, yeah. I'm going to heal 2 with a Putty Patroller, and then let's see, I'm at 26. So 2 damage for that.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to use Pumpkin Wrapper to deal 4 damage because there's Pudgy Pig in the
Oh fuck! I forgot about that.
the market.
God damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
And then
I'm at 7, by the way.
I'll use Rita to deal just 1 damage.
1. Yep.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Good God. I'm getting my butt kicked. Alright. Here we go. Start a turn. Gain 2 health. Thanks to Ernie. Thank you, Ernie. Appreciate you, buddy.
Oh, and sorry, I purchased the Flying Leap out of the market.
Oh, did you?
So we need a new card.
Okay.
Yeah.
New card is Alpha 5. Aye. I mean,
Let me get Alpha back.
it is something. Nothing crazy, but it's something.
There we go.
Alright. Got 2 health thanks to Ernie. We have our recovery card. We're going to get another 2 health. I'm just like I'm constantly getting hit over the head and just like slowly regenerating health.
This overlay was created by the talented Meeple Conrad.
Yes, the wonderful
Sorry, go ahead,
Meeple
Rob.
Conrad. Please follow Conrad if you're not doing so already. Subscribe to Conrad if you're not doing so already. Buy Conrad's t-shirts and merchandise if you're not doing so already. Please support that man. He is awesome. He's a wonderful friend, and he is also a huge Power Rangers fan, just like Atticus and myself. Though Atticus and Conrad make me look like a chump when it comes to all their Power Ranger memorabilia, and I don't have any. I swear I used to have some. Like, I had, and I should find out if my parents, I'm sure they got rid of it all. I used to have, do you guys remember, Atticus, you probably do. Do you remember the old McDonald's Ninja Zord toys that they came with both like the
I
little.
actually don't.
So
No,
there was,
I actually don't remember that.
there was these Ninja Zord toys that were like, they looked like the Ninja Zords, but they weren't like. They couldn't go together. They were like little carriers, and they came with a figure.
Wow.
It came with a little action figure, so of each ranger, and then the Zord, and so it had all six, and I had all six of those and the rangers, and I actually saw somebody who was selling the full set on Facebook Marketplace for like $30 in my area, and I allowed my wife to convince me not to get it, and I feel so. I that was one of the things, like, I should have just bought that, because one, if you guys don't know, the Ninja Zords are my absolute favorite Zords. I love everything Ninjetti. Ninjetti is my absolute favorite season of Power Rangers, and I wanted that so badly, just to have some Power Ranger stuff, because like I'm like, I have these Power Rangers alerts. I'm like a huge Power Rangers fan. And I have no Power Ranger stuff, and every time Atticus or Meeple pull out the freaking Dragon Dagger, it just makes me want to, like, because I don't have anything awesome with that.
It's okay.
You have a little red
You're
Power
still
Ranger
just as much of a fan.
action figure. Does that count? That's more than I have, Starbuck. I don't have anything right now. So...
You can be a hardcore fan with no toys
Yeah.
or no collectibles. It's totally fine.
I had a next-door neighbor who... his family bought a lot of that kind of stuff, and so when I wanted to play with that, like, he had the Zords and the action figures and all that, so I never bought any of it because he did, and it's like,
right.
you know what I mean? And then, like, I don't have it now because I played with all his stuff. But
it's like board games too sometimes.
Yeah,
you don't
100%.
Not everybody needs to own all of it.
Exactly, 100%. Like, you know, yeah, like a big part of my collection. So the collection that's behind me is a combined collection between my wife and I's collection and our friend's collection. And we keep it here because our friend plays their board games here with us, and they don't have room in their home to store all these games. And I have a full basement, and it looks cool in my backdrop of my studio, right? So like everything on the three, you can't see it right now, but on this side of me, the 3 rows that are over there are all my friends' games. So, like, almost all the Red Raven stuff, almost all the Stonemaier stuff, the Lord of the Rings stuff, all that stuff is, like, my friends. But, you know, that's part of our collection. But if for whatever reason we didn't live in the same place anymore, I would lose all those games. You know, so that wouldn't be good. Okay.
So on the bright side, you gain a lot of shelf space for war games.
This is true. I would gain a lot of space, but I would want to fill that space with some of these games that I would be losing.
Yeah, right.
All right. This is bad. This is very bad because I have no energy. All my energy has run out, and I only drew a card that gave me 1 energy. Crud. Absolute crud. Alright. Well, we are going to attach Flying Leap to Tommy instead of using it for the shards or the energy or anything like that.
So does that mean it's morphin time?
It's morphin time. So
all right,
we are
nice.
Mighty Morphin White now. Go White Ranger. Go White Ranger. Don't copy strike me. Who even owns them right now? What is it? Freaking Hasbro?
I have no idea. Hasbro, I think. Yeah.
Freaking Hasbro. Okay. Not that I have energy to do anything. My God. Well, -2 to attach cards, so that actually might be helpful.
That helps a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I have 2 shards. God, I really need to gain energy though. 2 shards. What can I do? I can buy Alpha. I think I just want to leave Alpha out there. I think I'm just gonna buy a Blade Blaster. I don't know.
Sounds good.
Anything else out there I want to buy for 2 shards? No. Yeah, okay. We're buying the Blade Blaster. And then I have to do something with energy here, though. This is not looking good. I should probably heal, but I am going to instead use 1 energy to use the Flying Leap attack. I can deal 1 damage for every 5 HP the opposing team has.
Okay.
Starbuck, thank you
So
for
I've
the
got 26.
Sorry,
26.
Okay, so I deal you 5 damage.
Okay. It's down to 21.
All right, 21 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Good God. And I can. Well, I could. Oh, I could make you discard a card for 1 more energy. Yeah, that's probably worth doing. I'm going to attack you with Black Ranger for 1 energy to make you discard a card.
Okay. I'll discard a. I'll just discard a Mayhem card, like a starter card.
Okay. I mean, it's something.
Yeah. All right.
And then, I take a damage because of Pudgy Pig.
The Pudgy, yeah. Mm-hmm. Did you buy anything from the market? No, I guess not.
No, I did not.
Okay.
I bought a Blade Blaster.
All right. So I'll play my disposable and playing these cards for their shards and energy. So that gives me $4 or 4 shards, I should say. And I use 3 of that to defeat Alpha in the grid up here.
Yep. That lets you draw a card.
Draw a card.
Wonderful.
Which is another shard. So I have 2 shards. Which I'm thinking I'll just buy a Blade Blaster.
Okay.
With that. And because I just next time I battle in the grid, I destroy 2 cards I control. I'll just destroy these 2 Mayhem cards.
Nice.
And that is I gotta do my abilities.
You got energy?
I have 3 energy.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, I got no energy. I'm completely out.
I use the 3 to do 4 damage with Pumpkin Wrapper.
Good God, man. I can't even block
and then
it.
Discard
I have block cards, but I don't have any energy.
Yeah. And then discard a starter. Aye.
5. Yeah, aye is right. I'm dying. Control is not the discard pile,
defeated.
right?
No, control's not the discard pile.
Okay, then I'm just discarding attitude because it's not helping me. All right.
Have a good night, Game Jedi.
Oh, have a great night, Jedi. Thank you so much for being here. All right, is that the end?
That is the end. Yes.
Oh, God, I'm so dead.
I'm out of energy.
I'm so dead. All right. Our new card in the grid. Please be something good to me. Another portal bomb. That's a promo card. 3 costs equipment.
Okay.
Card. All right. Start of the turn. Give me 2 health, Ernie. Good Lord. As much as I want to attach Green Ranger, I need him for his energy. I need energy. Okay, so that's 13 energy back to me. Thanks to Strike Oppose,
oh my gosh.
Rad Bug, and Green Ranger. Well, I got none the last turn.
Of energy.
Yeah, but it's
that
not,
is crazy.
It's not gonna help me though, because I'm so close to death. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8. I have 8 shards. So what do I want to do with these 8 shards? I definitely should take out Pudgy Pig. And if I take out Pudgy Pig, I have 5 more. I mean, obviously I want to get some Zords, but I mean, I know Zords, like, those would be helpful to me. I would have a chance, but I feel like I can't. I have to take out Pudgy Pig, because if I don't take out Pudgy Pig, you do 4 damage with freaking Publica Wrapper.
Yeah,
and it only
that's
costs
true.
you a couple of energy to do. So
Yeah.
I need to take out Pumpkin Wrapper. Pudgy Pig. So that takes out
Well,
takes
technically,
3.
and it's an extra damage too because he'll do his damage to you at the end of your turn also.
Right, exactly. Okay, so I am using 3 of my shards to take out Pudgy Pig, and that gives you
I get
a
a stun.
stun. Yes.
All right, it's going in my discard pile.
So I still have 5 energy or 5 shards left. Do I want this one? I'm gonna buy the Angel Grove Karate.
Okay.
When you play a maneuver, destroy a card in your hand or discard pile, or 3 energy. And I have a couple of maneuvers. Not a lot of them, but I have a couple. So those might be helpful. All right. So that's all my cards that were in my hand. Now I've got some energy to play with here. Finally. I am going to use 4 of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. To heal.
Here comes
3.
the pain.
1, 2, 3, and back up to 10. I had to heal first.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Oh wait, no, it's not 4 energy. That's only 2 energy. I forgot about that. Attached cards are -2 now.
Right.
You
Yeah.
really gotta remember that.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Not morphine was a big problem for me. But
yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
But I was
No matter
floundering so much, like I didn't have I had to keep using the cards to get energy. So like it's such a weird tightrope to walk that I don't have the balance of that down yet. I'm going to spend another 1 energy to deal 1 damage for every 5 HP that you have. This is an attack.
So I'm at 21.
So you take 4 damage.
So 4. So I'm at 17.
Okay. And then I'm going to spend another 2 energy. And I'm going to deal damage equal to the cost of another card attached to my character. And that is 4. So I do you another 4 damage.
Okay, let me see if I have a block. 4 damage. 13.
Alright. And then I'm going to use 1 more energy to use Black Ranger's ability and attack you to target foe discards 1 card.
Okay. I'm going to discard a Mayhem.
Okay. And then I am sitting at 10. And that will be...
And I'm only at 13. You're catching up like crazy with all that energy you're getting and all those cards now. And no damage for you.
No damage. And then I've already drawn the cards and put them in the grid, but I haven't revealed them yet. So we'll see here once I draw back up to my hand of 5. Well, I guess I'll flip those out so you can find them. They are... Let's see here. The first one is a Z Putty Patroller. It is a 4-cost villain. Oh gosh,
Okay.
I don't like that. That's ugly. And another Risk Communicator, because we've been using that since the start of the game.
Yeah.
I probably should get it to freaking get Jason out, but at this point.
All right, so I'm going to attach Rita's staff and then play Rita Repulsa to my lair. And so when I attach to the lair, it deals 1 damage to you.
Okay.
And I have 2 Blade Blasters, which I'll play to gain the Z Putty Patroller. Well, actually, before I do that, before I buy the Z Putty Patroller, I'm going to use Pumpkin Wrapper.
Fuck.
Oh, you know what? I can't. No, I can't. Okay. I don't have enough energy, so
okay.
I can't use that. So scratch that. I'm still going to buy the Z Putty Patroller.
You're going to buy the Putty Patroller? Okay.
Yeah.
Party Patroller is
for the
bought.
4 energy.
Yep.
And I'm going to still make you discard a starter card.
Make me discard a starter card. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay.
And then I'm done here, but I'm going to use the Blade Blasters to put a card from the grid into the discard pile. And I'm going to use... I'm going to get rid of both Risk Communicators.
Okay. Let's get rid of those.
And that's it. And that's the turn.
Alrighty. We have 3 new cards into the grid. They are... It's Morphin Time! This is a 5-cost maneuver card. I should buy that. We have Squat, a 2-cost villain card. Look at the top card of the main deck. You may put it in the bottom of the main deck or leave it. Oh, interesting. And the Sword of Darkness. 7. It's an equipment card. If you spend 7 energy, you can deal 5 damage. Damn.
Wow.
But it's a 5-cost card. You got all 3 of those?
I'm still trying to... Oh, I got Sword of Darkness. There we go. Got him.
All right. I need to... Man, Morphin Time is good. All right. Start of my turn, right? Ernie gives me 2 health. Back to 11. Thank you, Ernie. Let's go ahead and refresh all cards here. Alright. We've got... Let's see what we're going to do here. I do want to take out Squat. I don't want him out there. Target foe discards 1 attached card. That's awesome. So I need 4 shards to take out that. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna attach any of these. So we're gonna get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 energy to go with our 17 or 7. So that makes 19. Thank you. I need that.
That is so much energy. Are this rad bug? Is that what the rad bugs?
The rad bug gives me 5. The portal bomb gave me 3, and Yellow Ranger gave me 4.
Wow. Wow, so much.
And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shards. So if I spend 4 of them to KO Squat, target foe discards 1 attached card.
Okay. So Squat's gone. I'm going to discard the Disarm.
Okay. If I didn't have to discard that Teamwork, I could have bought its Morphin Time. I don't have the discount anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Damn. Well, I will buy... I will buy the Dodge then, because it is a maneuver. And you can use it as a block.
Mm-hmm.
And the maneuvers help me when for Angel Grove Karate. Okay. So I think this is good. So I've used all these, and then I just have to use energy. So there's going to be 2 cards coming out into there. Alright, so energy time. We are going to use 2 energy to heal 3 hearts. 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to use 1 energy to deal 1 damage for every 5 HP the opposing team has.
So I'm at 13, so 2.
Yep. We are going to use 2 energy to deal damage equal to the cost of another card. That is 4 damage.
Okay. 7.
And then we are going to use 1 energy to make you discard a card.
I'm going to discard the disposable, I guess.
Okay.
Well. Yeah, I guess discard disposable.
I should say, Sword of Darkness. If playing against Tommy Oliver, evil wins. Alright, our There is no villains prior to flipping cards. The cards that are coming out into the grid are the Power Morpher and the Dragon Shield.
Okay.
Nice. Equipment cards, so I can't use them other than for their stuff because I can't attach them. Because, Mighty Morphin White can't have equipment.
I know.
So weird. Like, that's so weird that you don't even have a slot to... Like, literally a third of the cards are just not available to you.
And it's also weird that I could buy the Power Morpher and equip it on a villain. Or the Dragon Shield, for that matter.
Right, exactly, right?
Yeah, it's a little strange.
It's weird balance. It's weird balance, but
Yeah.
I believe that is the end of my turn.
All right. So at the start of my turn, I gain 4 energy.
Oh, because you got rid of that in the lair.
Yeah.
That's gonna help you.
Let's see. I'm gonna play Flying Leap
Okay.
in that slot up there
Yep.
on Rita, and I'll just play these cards for their shards and energy. So that's 3 more energy. And for 3 shards, what can I get
Ooh,
here?
You got all energy again. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! What the hell hand is this? Bull crap. I have a deck of like how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
I'm gonna buy the Portal Bomb.
20. Oof. You gonna buy the Portal Bomb?
Yeah, I'm buying the Portal Bomb. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll use the Flying Leap attack
Okay.
for 1
I
to
have,
deal 1 damage for every 5
Yep.
HP.
Yep, I have 14, so I'm taking 2.
Okay. And then I'll use the Putty to heal 2 for 2 energy.
Okay.
And it does not do any damage because I don't have 25 health. And then I'll use Rita, the staff, for 2 to discard an attached card you have.
Oh, okay. So you do 2 damage to me, or no? You just make me discard a card.
No, just discard an attached card. Yeah, no
Okay.
damage.
I guess I have to discard the Flying Leap, which sucks because I was doing damage. But what is your current health right now?
9.
Okay, so it's not. I mean, it was doing damage, but it's becoming less as we go here. So.
Yeah, it becomes less effective. Yeah. But...
Okay. Okay. I discarded Flying Leap.
Okay. And then I am done.
All right. Oh, I gotta remember.
And I take no damage. There's no
Yep.
heroes out.
Nobody out there, and our new card in the grid is the Red Ranger.
Oh.
Don't worry. Do you think that I would actually have something fall into my lap and would actually work in my favor? Because that's not how games work for me. It is the start of my turn.
You've pretty much turned it around. You got me beaten down pretty good now.
You got a lot of energy back though. Like that last turn, you got some energy.
A little bit, yeah.
And I started my turn. I have less than 15 health, so I gain 2 health. So I'm back to 14. Oh, look at this hand. Teamwork, 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 power coin, attitude. Yeah, I drew 5 starters. You gotta be kidding me. Well, I get 3 energy, so yay for that. And then I have 3 shards, and there's nobody to battle in there, so attitude is just completely useless to me. And I can't buy Jason, and of course Jason will probably get killed next turn, so I can't even get Jason. So yay for me. Go ahead and undo this. So this is like I had a couple decent turns, and then like this is like the karma that I get that no, you can't have good things. I might buy the Dragon Shield just because I have the 3 shards to buy the Dragon Shield. Yeah. I don't know what else to do with those shards. Alright, I'm going to spend the 3 shards to buy the Dragon Shield. So a new card will go into the grid at the end of the turn. And then we have 1 energy to heal 3 hearts. 1, 2, 3, back to 17. 1 energy to make you discard a card. You still with me? I got no. Oh, I haven't heard you say anything, but I'm
Sorry,
hearing
I bumped. Sorry, I bumped my mic.
Oh.
It muted. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I got you now.
Sorry about that. Sorry
Okay.
about that. Yeah, I'm gonna discard a. I hate to do this. I'm gonna discard a rebuild.
Okay.
No, probably not. No, I can't. I gotta discard a putty clay.
Okay. And then I'm going to spend 2 energy to deal 4 damage to you.
Okay. I'm at 5.
You're at 5. This is kind of a energy suck for me, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna spend 5 because I only have 1 card that this triggers, but it is what it is. I'm gonna spend 5 energy. This is not discounted because this is on Mighty Morphin White.
Yeah.
Deal 2 damage for each card with cost 5 or more attached to your character. I only have 1, so I'm only doing 2 damage. But when you're at 5,
Yeah, so I'm at 3.
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. That is the end of my turn.
All right.
Let's hope I have better cards in this next turn.
Let's see what comes out of the grid here.
Yeah, grid card is the Thunder Slinger.
Okay. I don't know what this thing is.
I don't either. I'm assuming it must be from the 2nd season, but
Or the comic book, maybe.
oh, maybe.
I don't know.
4 cost equipment card. Dang.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah, sure is.
I'm gonna rebuild and gain 2 health. Because I kind of need health right now.
I see Green Ranger and Rita. Where is the Dragon Dagger and the Dragon Sword? He's got the Dragon Dagger right next to him. He's got a whole handful of props. There you go. There's the Dragon Dagger. Beautiful.
All right, so I've got this is not going to be good. I'm going to spend 5 to get rid of Jason in the grid.
God dang it.
5 shards. And gain
Come
3
on,
energy.
man. I needed that. Is that an attack?
Well, I've got so little health.
Is that an attack?
No.
No,
No,
just
it's a battle.
Okay, okay.
Yes, right.
Yes, there you go.
Dagger Brothers.
Gotta drop those. gotta drop those Green Ranger emotes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. All right, so I defeated the Jason of the grid. I've got 9 energy. See what I can do with that. I guess I'm gonna spend 2 and heal 2
Okay.
for myself. And then I'll use a flying leap to spend 1 energy.
Okay. And
To
deal
deal
damage.
1 per 5 health you have. Yeah.
That is going to be 3 damage to me because I'm at 17. 1, 2.
Okay.
3. So I'm down to 14.
And I guess I'll spend 3 to do 2 damage to you from Pumpkin Wrapper.
Down to 12.
And I'll spend 2 to make you discard a card from your character.
Ah, crud. Alright. I'm gonna discard Zach here.
Oh, nice, people. Connor, you got a Lord's Ed pop.
Oh, that's sweet.
I only have this.
I only have insert imaginary object here. Alright. You got anything else for me?
That is my turn.
Alright.
And I take no damage because there's no heroes.
There are not.
And it's your go. You probably can take me out this turn, though. You might have it.
We'll see.
Possibly.
Disarm just got into the...
Okay.
Into there. So that is another 2-cost maneuver card. Alright, start of my turn. Ernie's Juice Bar. Gain 2 health. Thank you, Ernie. Refresh the Yellow Ranger and Saba.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you keeping the figures in the box is definitely more valuable, but these are the ones my kids play with, so I think it's they're fun to play with.
That has value too.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
I'm not trying to sell them. I just think they're cool.
Well, I'm saying like it's not not a monetary value, but it definitely has a value.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
There's to introduce your children to something that you loved, you know, and
yeah.
To me that is just like I've been doing that slowly with my son with Pokemon, and so he's slowly getting into Pokemon, and that just is it is a value beyond measure sometimes.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm doing the same thing. My 5-year-old plays Pokemon Sword.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I want to attach Green Ranger to... As much as I want the shards and the energy from Green Ranger, I think Green Ranger needs to attach to White Ranger. I mean, that makes sense, right? Alright. How are we on energy? We have 8 energy. We are going to... when I play a maneuver, I can destroy a card in my hand, or discard pile, or gain 3 energy. So, is that when I play a maneuver, like, to get its shards and its energy? I take it?
So, yeah, when you play it for shards and energy,
okay.
Yeah. Only when you play for shards and energy.
Which is what I'm doing. Okay. So, I'm going to get an extra 3 energy. Awesome. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shards. And 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11 more energy, which takes me to 19 energy. Beautiful. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, you know what? Tiger Zord!
Oh, you got the Tiger Zord. Nice.
Got the Tiger Zord. We're going in for the kill.
I know. I think I'm done for.
Alright, I used all these cards. I can use the Blade Blaster at the end of the turn if I want. Alright, here we go. We got energy. First thing we're going to do is use Trini. Trini will heal me for 3, just because I don't want to forget to do that. 1 and 2 energy. Next thing we're doing is using... we're using Mighty Morphin White's attack for 5 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To deal 2 damage for each card with cost 5 plus attached to your character. That is 2 cards, so that is 4 damage.
Okay.
Unless you can defend that.
I cannot.
Okay.
So I'm at 3.
You're at 3.
Yeah.
So I could take you out with either Saba or the Tiger Sword. Because Saba will do...
Which one?
Because Saba will do 5 damage to you from Green Ranger. Tiger Sword would do 3 damage to you. It would do 6 if I had less energy, but I do not. So, we're gonna let Saba do it. We'll spend the 4 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Saba does do 5 damage.
Dead.
I honestly don't know. I don't know if you eased up on me there at one point or what happened, but like I don't know how I came back at that. I was getting my butt kicked.
So I started out early, like I had a strong lead, but I couldn't get any kind of momentum towards the end because there weren't like the cards that ended up in the market or whatnot. I couldn't get, and they weren't that helpful.
Yeah,
I think it was just the kind of the cards that came out didn't really
yeah,
help for what I was trying to do.
I can believe that.
And you had that Yellow Ranger helped you heal quite a
Oh my
bit,
god,
which is nice.
Trini,
Yeah.
Trini was a light. I would have been dead. I used her
Yeah.
every turn to heal 3 damage.
Right. Yeah.
And I still only ended. I ended at 17, but I was down to like I was single digits.
Yeah.
And,
It got pretty low. Yeah.
And the only between Yellow Ranger and Ernie's Juice Bar, I was healing.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about Ernie's shoe
So
sport. Yeah, that
towards
helps
the
a lot
end there,
too.
towards the end there, I was healing 5 damage a turn
Yeah.
at the least. Like that was the.
I wasn't. Yeah. I wasn't buying enough villains. I think they weren't coming up in a good time for me to buy, and you were knocking them out and stuff. Because that would have helped. My Moon Palace would have been boosted because
Yeah.
it gave.
Well,
So I didn't really
so
get
I
any kind of
left
benefit
King
from that.
Sphinx out there for a while. Then
Yeah.
when Pudgy Pig came out, I think he was out for a turn or two, and then I finally KO'd him.
Yeah.
And then I KO'd Squat
just-
the first turn.
It was like I just couldn't afford them at the right times.
But
mostly.
but you did KO both Red Rangers.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's true.
That's,
So it's like when I had the money, I KO'd, but I couldn't buy it when I wanted to buy.
yeah. So that was. Man, I don't know how the hell you're supposed to get more than one Zord. Like.
Well, it's a team. It's a team effort.
Yeah.
Usually.
That's true.
Also.
The 2v2 has to be a completely different game. Like it must feel completely different.
I think I think it feels a little bit different for sure.
All right. Well, that was me as the heroes and Atticus as the villains. So the question is, Atticus, the current time is 11:12. I do not want to keep you up. I know it's a work night, or a stay-at-home night, or whatever we want to refer to it as.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to try to play a second game of this tonight, or do you want to try to play a second game of this maybe in an upcoming night in the next couple of days?
It is a little bit late, and that took us a little while.
Yeah.
So I'd maybe say, I'm probably good for like another maybe hour, but I don't know if we can do it in an hour.
Yeah, that's my
What do you
thought
think?
process too. We could try to really hammer through it, but at the same time, I don't want you to. I don't want to keep you up when we don't have to. And like I said, this is a game this is a game that honestly, my friend, because we've got this down. Like we can literally jump into this at any time now. We have everything set up. We can use the same links. We can use the same setup. Conrad was super nice to make us this layout, so thank you for that. I'm thinking we could just I mean, not all the time, obviously, but we can play this, going forward a couple times. It doesn't have to all be tonight.
Uh-huh.
So, we can make this a weekly thing. We can make we could do this in a couple of days and not do it again for a while. We can talk about it. But I definitely think within the next week, we should definitely do this again, and we'll get the rematch.
Yeah, I'm down.
We'll get the rematch of you as the Rangers and me as the villains. And honestly, I want to play this more, and the only two people that I know that will play this game with me right now are yourself and Conrad once he gets the game. So.
Right. Yeah.
I want to play it. Like I enjoy it. There's definitely some things like I enjoy a cooperative deck building game more than a competitive one. But
yeah, I do too. I think.
But I do enjoy this. I love the thematics of it. I liked Mighty Morphin White, but I did not like that he didn't have an equipment slot. Like that was kind of frustrating. That there's all those equipment cards out there, but I couldn't ever attach them, so I could never use their actions. That was kind of an odd one for me, but I would say that's definitely let's continue to play this together. Basically, is what I'm saying. Yeah. Maybe not all the time.
That sounds good to me.
But we can make it happen. However many times you want to play this, because I mean, hell, there's what 5 villains. There's 5 villains and 6 heroes, right?
Yeah, I think there's five. Yeah, 5 and 6. I
Yeah.
think,
So
or maybe no, 7 heroes actually with the promo, right? Or not?
wait,
Isn't it
yeah,
6
yeah, yeah.
with
It's
green?
6. It's 7 and 6. That's right. Because you
Yeah.
have the
Okay. Yeah.
five
That's what it was.
originals, green and white, which is 7, and then you should have 6 villains.
Yes.
I'm assuming.
Yes.
Because what is it? It's Zed. It's Zed, Rita, Rito,
Yeah, I can tell you. It's Scorpina,
Scorpina, yep,
Goldar,
Goldar,
Finster.
and Finster. Yep, that's 6. 8-Bit
Yeah.
Dad. Hi,
Yeah.
8-Bit Dad. Yes, a Power Rangers card game. So there's actually a couple Power Rangers card games, so to speak. This one specifically, 8-Bit Dad, is called the Power Rangers Deck Builder game from Renegade Game Studios. That is what this is. And then another game that both Atticus and I really like is the Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid miniatures game, but they also play a lot with cards. Atticus and I like it. I mean, Atticus, what? I guess you can
I think it's
give us your opinion on the game, Atticus.
So the deck builder,
Yeah.
it's pretty fun if you like I always say that if you like the theme, it's more fun probably
Yes.
because you recognize all the characters and the cards and stuff. And it's a deck builder that feels a little bit different than a lot of other deck builders, at least that I've played. Because it's all about kind of manipulating how your cards are attached to your character and trying to get your character in such a way that they can morph or power up, basically. So it's pretty fun in that way. And then the Here's the Grid game, I think I like slightly more.
Yeah, I would agree.
But it's a full co-op. Yeah, it's a full co-op, which is pretty good. And it's got a really neat tactical card play system, which
Yeah.
makes it really fun.
The fact that in Heroes of the Grid, your deck is also your life is such an interesting concept to me. Like, I mean, you're playing Heroes of the Grid with basically just those 10 cards. And that's all you ever use in the game. And yet it's so... It's really good. I think that this game here is a good game. I think that Heroes of the Grid is a great game.
I agree, yeah. And I feel like the teamwork aspect in Heroes of the Grid is really strong, too.
Yes.
Where you're like, if you play this card, then let me play this card. And it's like a lot more collaborative.
And there's, I mean, I'm sure that Renegade will make this game, they will put as many expansions out for this game that the market allows, I'm sure. But Heroes of the Grid already has a ton of content, and it has...
Oh, for sure.
It is getting more content right now on Kickstarter, which...
Mm-hmm. This game would probably be not that expensive to put stuff out for as long as they have people working on the design.
Yeah, because
it's cheaper to print cards than it is to...
Yeah, you just need to have like those little packs of like the White Ranger box. You could make boxes like that, and those could be $10 boxes or something. I don't know how much that would cost them.
Yeah.
But the only reason that box was that big even was because it gave you the inset Zord Bay.
Oh, that's right.
You know, if it didn't give you the inset Zord Bay, then this would have been that box could be tiny. Now,
just a pack of cards.
Yeah, exactly. It was just a pack of cards for it could be like the character boosters for Marvel Champions or something.
Yeah.
You could and I think when they put out sets, they should put out a hero and a villain in one set. So you could put...
I can see that. Or
go ahead.
I could see them maybe coming out with like standalone sets that are more focused on a different season, possibly.
Yeah, I could see that
to keep the balance, to maintain the balance of the cards in the deck. I don't know. It's hard to manage a market of, I guess.
Yeah.
Depends on the characters.
I would like them if they did that.
I
I would like to see them do for different teams than what they've done for Heroes of the Grid. Because I don't want to see the first set that they come out with for this after this one be Zeo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like. Do a different...
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I'm trying to just think of a season. Like, do RPM or something. You know what I mean?
Space.
Like, or in space, yeah. Well, I mean, they have in space for...
That's the same, but yeah. No, I know.
I know you just love it in space, and I do too.
I just like in space.
But like, if you did like a hero villain combo pack, and you just did Andros and Astronema, like that would be cool.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Or something like that. and because that those two specifically have such a history, obviously. Like that would be a cool little combo addition to the game, But yeah, I could totally see them just doing new seasons, and then you get you get the Zeo and the Machine Empire, or you get In Space and Astronema and Ecliptor, or you get I could see them doing whatever, obviously, but
yeah, right.
But no, honestly though, no other season. I mean, obviously, Mighty Morphin has 3 seasons to draw from, really. Though I think all these characters are mostly just from the first 2 seasons.
I think mostly, yeah. I mean, Rito was pretty big in the 3rd.
Yeah, but he destroyed the Thunder Swords, so he was in the 2nd, and I'm pretty sure Scorpina was the 2nd season too.
I don't remember exactly.
She might have been 3rd.
She might have been the first too.
Was she first?
I think she was first, maybe 1st and 2nd. I don't quite remember exactly.
So, I know Rito's kind of crosses into the 3rd season for sure, because they have to go back and get the Ninja Zords and then take out Rito, because
that was when Goldar and Rito were living with Bulk and Skull, and they'd forgotten what they did after they blew up the command center.
Yes.
And they were making Bulk and Skull were making him do housework.
Yes. I forgot about that until you told me. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Rito and Goldar are great. Like I really enjoy Rito and Goldar. Scorpina was in the 1st season. She was part of the OG Japanese footage. Yeah. Okay.
That's okay. That's yeah. And I like your comment on In Space, 8-Bit Dad. I totally agree.
Yeah, Atticus's favorite season is In Space, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love In Space. I mean, obviously, this has multiple meanings, but when somebody subscribes to my channel, this is the alert that you get.
Let's rock it! Rock it!
So, obviously, we have a callback to In Space as my alert. It has double meaning because it's also Let's Rock It, and rock and all that good stuff. But yeah, I love In Space. The Psycho Ranger set for In Space, or for Heroes of the Grid, is like at the very top of my list to add to my Heroes of the Grid. Because I really want to get the Psycho Rangers and the In Space Rangers, and then of course get Astronema and Ecliptor. Thank you, 8-Bit Dad. I appreciate that. But it's like I was looking at the new Kickstarter, and I think I have to spend $80 just to get the Ninja Zord promos.
Wow.
And I was like,
but you get a lot of other cool stuff too.
I know. And like I want both the allies and the villain packs. Like all those allies are actually, in my opinion, those allies are better than the first ally pack.
With the so that was the right off hand. That was the, what was it? Ninja Storm green.
Yep.
What else was there? I'm trying to think right off my top of my head.
Silver Space.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then Titanium
Ranger.
Yeah.
RJ.
And then was that RJ?
Yep. Yeah. You have Joshi.
Oh yeah, Joshi. Okay.
And
from Hyperforce Green.
There's one more, right? There's 5. Hyperforce Green, Silver Space.
It's not coming to me.
Samurai Green, which is actually Ninja Storm Green.
Yeah.
Which is so confusing. RJ,
yeah.
Wolf Jungle Spirit, and one more. And it's a good one. No, Titanium. That's the 5.
Oh, Titanium. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I said Titanium. I got.
Yeah. So
yeah,
honestly, those are really good.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's funny to me. They put the Ninja Storm Green on like as the main one on the front of the box, and he's like the for me personally the one I'm least interested in.
I know, same here, but I think that's a pretty cool outfit he's in.
No, sure. I agree. It's just so confusing.
It's actually very similar to Hyperforce Green.
Yeah,
in a lot of ways.
It's so confusing that he's the Samurai Ranger prior to Samurai.
Yeah, I think also, didn't he have a he might have a role in the comic books for the United Rangers, which are
Okay.
the main box. I think he might be involved in that.
That could make sense.
I don't know for sure, but I think that might be why.
Yeah, I
Oh.
honestly, I'm not gonna pick up the United box. At least not right now. Maybe later in the runs.
Yeah.
But like I have no connection to Beast Morphers. I never have watched Beast Morphers yet,
Okay.
and I don't need the Omega Rangers. Like I know it's another Jason, Trini, and Zach, but I have a Jason, a Trini, and a Zach. So
Yeah,
I don't.
no, I get it.
And since the box is 65, you know what I mean. And I don't know any of the villains in that box.
Yeah, I'm tempted to read the comic books. I'm not caught up to that part of the comic books right now. I've only started reading them a little bit.
I wanted to get the so my library has a lot of like comics and things like that. But they don't have the Power Rangers Boom comics, which is a shame. They have a ton of Marvel comics. Like I could read Marvel comics for freaking years, but they don't have any of the Power Ranger Boom comics, which is really disappointing. I think because I was going to get those and read those, and it's like, So, but I want to get the Allies pack. The only I'm trying to remember what it was in the first Allies pack. For Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid.
I don't remember right offhand what was in that.
I know Ninja was.
Has there been only one ally pack or more than one?
I think there's only been one before this. I think this is Ally Pack 2. Here we go. Oh,
then SPD.
You have Ninjor,
Dino Thunder
Shadow
Black.
Ranger, Magna Defender,
Oh, no.
Phantom Ranger, and Zero Gold.
Oh yeah.
So I already.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
I was getting mixed up because Tommy Oliver pack is I thought was an ally pack or hero pack. But yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So I already have Zeo Gold because I have the Zeo Gold box. So I don't need Zeo Gold. Magna Defender and Phantom Ranger don't really do much for me. I would like to have Shadow Ranger and Ninjor. I mean, obviously I want Ninjor, right? I love the Ninjetti. But so I would like to have Ninjor and SPD Ranger, but there's only 2 Rangers in this box that I really go for, and there's 4 Rangers in the other box that I go for. So
yeah,
I definitely like the new box more than this one. But well, technically I like Zeo Gold, but I already have Zeo Gold. I don't need another Zeo Gold, right? I mean, I guess you could play as both Trey and Jason if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But that would I think that would be confusing.
A little bit. They're different sculpts too. Well, I think there's a promo sculpt and a different. There's 2 different sculpts.
Yeah. The power of ninja.
But
looking at the cards.
Magna Defender is worth it, just in my opinion, for the whole box.
Oh, is he?
But I love Lost Galaxy.
Yeah, one of these days I'm going to go back and watch Lost Galaxy, and at some point maybe I will. To me, right now, Lost Galaxy is one of those seasons that I just have no. I don't have any memories of. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
So it doesn't invoke the same thing. Like, you know, I just recently watched SPD. You know.
Yeah.
So,
you're super fresh on that.
Yeah, I'm super fresh on SPD. So like if they came out with like an SPD box, and like I told you, like I think they did a really good job of fleshing out all the characters in SPD that they don't do in every season. You know what I mean? Like I was comparing. I was comparing Time Force and SPD recently with Atticus in my Discord. Which, if you're not in my Discord, we do talk games, but we actually end up talking a lot of Power Rangers. I've been watching some of these seasons. I've recently watched both SPD and Time Force, and I was comparing the villains in SPD and Time Force. They're basically the same story for the most part, and it's funny because it's two cop seasons of Power Rangers. You know, they're really the only 2 cop seasons, and whereas I think most people remember Time Force more fondly than SPD, and I think Time Force has the bigger overall characters with Jen and Wes, yeah, thank you, and Eric. I think those 3 characters are fleshed out more than anybody in SPD. I think the whole of the characters in SPD are fleshed out more than the whole of the characters in Time Force. Because I feel like the
Wayne
other
Rancic
3
is pretty.
Yeah, Rancic is definitely, and I would say Rancic's definitely a better so Rancic. Yeah, I would put Rancic in there with Wes and probably Nadira as well. Nadira, like,
And Frax's whole backstory too.
Yeah,
Frax's
that's true. So the villains in that are probably better than SPD, but the rest of the Ranger group, I would say the other three Rangers, you just they're really. I think because we have had this discussion, they're like supporting characters. They're not really like main characters of the story. You know what I mean? Where I never really felt that even in Mighty Morphin, I never really felt like any of the Rangers were a supporting character. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on that, but I never felt like Trini was less of one of the characters than anybody else. You know what I mean?
The only time I could see that is when Billy, I guess that was towards Zio, when Billy got kind of pushed out of the Ranger team.
Yeah, but at that point,
point,
he's more of an alpha type than a Ranger, right? So he's not a Ranger anymore. And like I feel like in Time Force, the yellow, the green, and the blue Rangers, while they have episodes that focus on them from time to time, it's so like they don't have an overarching story like Jen, Wes, Eric do. And I feel like the SPD did a better job of fleshing out each of their individual characters for the lower Rangers than say Time Force did. But that was just my view and my opinion. I'm sure people look at it differently.
Yeah, I can agree with that. That sounds reasonable.
So I'm interested. So I recently started RPM. I'm like 5 episodes or 6 episodes into RPM, and I have to get back into watching that. I might actually watch more of it tomorrow. So I'm excited to see where RPM goes because I'm being pulled into RPM already. Like it's a pretty interesting, it's the darkest timeline for Power Rangers basically, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like no other Power Rangers team has basically have to fight a battle that they've almost already lost. All the other ones are like in these great civilizations, and it's already Armageddon.
Basically.
Yeah, exactly. It's apocalyptic. Like the opening of RPM, with I'm forgetting his name now. The Black Ranger.
Dylan.
Dylan, thank you. With Dylan just like driving out in the desert is just so juxtaposition compared to the 5 teenagers with attitude hanging out in Ernie's juice bar.
Yeah,
it's so far away from that. But
with ridiculous comedy.
Yeah, but
with
and
messy comedy where Bulk and Skull get stuff spilled on them and stuff.
Right, like every episode.
Yeah, but
and I obviously good seasons of Power Rangers all have their charm, and I'm very interested to see what happens in RPM. I don't know what I'm going to watch after RPM yet. I have to decide that because I know that
Beast Morphers is RPM Part 2.
Is it? I might have to watch Beast Morphers. Though I will 100% watch Beast Morphers after the Kickstarter is over, and I cannot back that, so I don't get tempted.
Oh. Okay.
Because I don't want to watch it and be like, oh man, now I want to get that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think my plan is to back the Ally and the Villain packs only, and not get Dino Thunder, and not get the United box, so that I can get the Ninja Zord promos, and then I get the characters that I wanted because I want the villains. I think there was like 3 villains in that box that I wanted at the very least, and I want all basically all the allies. And then I get my Ninja Zords, which I'll be happy with until someday they make a Ninjetti set. Because I've been begging Renegade to make me a Ninjetti set, and I told Atticus this. I was like, I fear that because they put out these promo cards that we won't get a Ninjetti set for a long time.
I still think it's very possible. If the game continues, I think it's possible.
Yeah. One thing
because I think when they're going,
go ahead.
When they're going to make stuff for this game, I feel like they're like, okay, what can we use for Mighty Morphin? Because that's what people like. That's what we want. Always have some Mighty Morphin to hook somebody in.
And admittedly, the Omega Rangers are Mighty Morphin. Let's be honest. Like, they're not.
Yeah,
but
they
it's
are.
still Jason, Trini, and Zach. So
Yeah, so it's every single Kickstarter has had something to do with Mighty Morphin
has it?
in some way. I think so, hasn't it?
I don't know.
Maybe In Space is the only one that didn't. But a lot of those packs they came out with
But
always
In
have
Space
something
was
like.
still Zordon era. And
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
I feel like even if it's not Mighty Morphin, I think most Mighty Morphin fans watched through the Zordon era. And I think a lot of them were like me; they dropped off after In Space, and then some came back like I did, but I think a lot of people dropped off after In Space, which is weird because Lost Galaxy is basically a continuation of In Space, so I don't.
Yeah, pretty much. It seems like it to me. I think it is.
It really is. It's In Space Part 2. I mean, it's different but the same. I might watch In Space after RPM.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I need to watch In Space again because it's been a while. I remember the major plot points, which is more than I could say for. I couldn't remember most of the stuff from Time Force or SPD, and like I said, or RPM or any of that. But I remember most of the major plot points from In Space. But In Space is just so good that I do want to watch it again.
It's good. It's
good. I think if I'm gonna watch Lost Galaxy, then I want to watch In Space first.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
So those might be the next two after RPM. But maybe I'll watch Beast Morphers in there because Beast Morphers is done, right?
It's done, yeah. And so it is RPM connected to RPM, but it's like loosely connected, but it is definitely a connection. So just be aware of that.
Is it in the RPM universe?
I think so.
So it's the only other disjointed.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember in Dimensions in Danger at the end of the episode, they opened up portals, and Gemma went through her own portal, and I think everybody else went through a different one.
Oh.
Because like everybody else was like in that universe, and Gemma's the only one who was in like a different dimension. If I remember correctly, there might have been one other character who went to a different one, but Gemma was the only one from the RPM universe.
Jim and Gemma were hilarious, and I totally seems like something that character would do.
Didn't Jem guest star on Hyperforce?
Yes.
Yeah, he was funny. Yeah. I remember that. That's another thing. I need to go back and watch Hyperforce again, but Hyperforce is so long because it's like every episode's 4 hours.
Long.
It's amazing.
It's so long.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's so long. If
you guys are watching and you're Power Rangers fans, and you have never heard of Power Rangers Hyperforce, it was done by Hyper RPG here on Twitch actually, and you can find the videos on YouTube. Just put in Power Rangers Hyperforce and you will find it. It was an RPG that was it's official Power Rangers canon. They have accepted it as part of Power Rangers, and it's even in Heroes of the Grid. The Hyperforce Rangers are in Heroes of the Grid before the Time Force Rangers and before the Dino Thunder Rangers and the RPM Rangers and all these sets that people love. They put the Hyperforce Rangers in, and honestly, Hyperforce had this great story where you started off with the Time Force Academy, and then they take you into basically every universe of Power Rangers. Every world of maybe not every single one, but a lot of them.
A lot, yeah.
And like you have guests like Jason David JDF. Jason David Frank guest stars multiple times. Aisha, I don't remember her name.
Karen Ashley.
Thank you. Yes, she's on there. The person who played Jem is on there. Actually, one of the main characters is the blue
Ninja Steel Ranger.
Thank you. I always mess up the ninja seasons. I almost said Ninja Storm again. The blue Ninja Steel Ranger. I think his name is Preston in the show, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's actually the Red Ranger of Hyperforce, and then my favorite Hyperforce character is the actor who plays Bulk. He is the yellow Hyperforce Ranger. He's one of the few male yellow Rangers, and he is probably the best male yellow Ranger. Like, I love Jack. Jack is such a great character. So
Yeah,
I would definitely, if you enjoy Power Rangers, and even if you don't, like, I watched Hyperforce. I didn't know anything about any RPGs. I've never played an RPG before. I've never watched an RPG before.
Same.
And I had so much fun watching Hyperforce. And actually, it made me want to play that. I would love to do Hyperforce.
I would love to play Hyperforce too. It looks so fun.
It would be so amazing. It would be a blast. I know Renegade is making a Power Rangers RPG right now. I know it's in the works. They announced that. And I don't know how similar it will be to Hyperforce. Obviously, Hyperforce was a one-shot, but
it's based off of D&D. It's like a D&D kind of retheme, essentially. Kind of. So it's not like a D6 system like Hyperforce was.
Right.
But I think you can find some of the Hyperforce rules online. I think, and also Malika Lim posted a video of how she created it. There's some stuff you can find about it. Yeah.
I would absolutely love to, like, I would obviously have to study on how to be like a DM and stuff like that. But I would love to host a rehashing of Hyperforce on this channel and have a bunch of Power Rangers fans. Because I know you're a huge Power Rangers fan. Meeple is a huge Power Rangers fan. Board Game Spam are big into Power Rangers. Like,
that'd be awesome.
We can get you guys together for. I want to bring you guys all together for a bunch of Heroes of the Grid, and I've kind of already talked about doing Heroes of the Grid and Hyperforce kind of smashed into one, where I used Heroes of the Grid but narrate like Hyperforce, like an RPG, but we use Heroes of the Grid. So I'll be like the GM and controlling the villains, and we play the game a little bit differently. Like, that would be really, really fun to me to do. But yeah, I would just love to if I could just do a Hyperforce, and obviously you'd have to change some things. You don't want to just do the exact same story, and obviously we're not going to have.
Well, yeah, for sure.
We're not going to have JDF guest starring or anything, but
yeah.
Or maybe we will. Tune in. I'm sure he would for the right amount of money. But yeah, like that would be a lot of fun. I definitely want to do a lot more Power Rangers content in the future, and I'm always looking for more Ranger fans. So if you're Ranger fans out there and you guys are interested in playing Heroes of the Grid, if you're interested in playing the deck building game, if you'd be interested in watching any of this kind of crazy content that Atticus and I are talking about, please let us know. We love Power Rangers, but at the end of the day, this is about entertaining the community and putting on some fun stuff for you guys. And so if you're not finding it fun, then it's only half enjoyable for everybody. But yeah. I had a blast tonight, Atticus, and honestly, I still don't know how I won, but I look forward to the rematch in the next couple of days, and we'll talk about this. I don't know if you want to do it, because I was planning on possibly playing Heroes of the Grid on Sunday night, but we could play this on Sunday night instead. I'll talk about it. I'll talk to you in Discord maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, let me look at my schedule and see what things are going on, and then
because I'm thinking,
hit me up in Discord.
I'm thinking either maybe Monday or Thursday next week we do this again.
But I can't do Monday, but maybe Thursday.
Yeah.
Like I said, let me look at my schedule and get back to you, and we figure out a good time.
So whenever that is, we'll be doing this again, and in the rematch will be Atticus controlling the Green Ranger. And I will be controlling Rito Revolto.
Don't have a Rito figure.
That's a shame.
I have the Here's a Grid one.
Yeah, that's true. I do too. Because he's in the Kickstarter box, right?
I don't know. I'm not sure what box he came in, but yeah.
Oh no, he's not in the Kickstarter box. I don't have him.
Oh, you don't?
He's in the first villain pack, I think.
Oh.
So if I go to Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid, and then I go to expansions, I gotta find it. It's not Legacy Evil. It's not Ranger. Not Psycho. It's not the Machine Empire. Villain Pack 1. That's what it is. Has to be that one. Yeah. He was in the first Villain Pack with... It was Rito, Master Vile, Commander Crayfish, and Paluticorn? I don't even know who Commander Crayfish and Paluticorn are.
Commander Crayfish was in Mighty Morphin. He was that lobster-looking guy.
I don't even remember.
He was
that
orange.
Dude.
He might have been season 3 when they reused all the costumes again.
Okay.
And then it makes sense to have him and Master Vile because that's his dad. And
Master Vile.
I don't remember as much.
Yeah, I remember Master Vile, obviously, and obviously, I need to get Rito. I need to get Rito for.
But you remember in season 3 when they started running out of ideas and they're like, "Oh, we have these old costumes. Let's just rehash all these bad guys that were already here." And
yes, Ben, we're definitely just chatting. We've been chatting for quite a while.
Yes,
but that's okay. I think we're about to actually get out of here. So, I think we are going to hit it. I don't know. I'm gonna let Atticus go. That's for sure. The question is, do I go or do I try to play something else? Is the question. But Atticus, thank you so much for playing